Recording in progress.
Welcome home, Jim.
Thanks, Kim. How you doing?
Okay.
Ah, got a little cold here going.
I did too when I got back.
Did you?
I think they're called airplane colds.
Probably.
And or spending a lot of time with your head in a fan.
Yeah, just like your mom said, right? Nope. Don't leave that fan blowing on you all night. You get a cold.
Yeah, and you do.
God damn it. Can you believe that? I can't. I can't. Let me just get this set up one. It's been a while. Yeah. Pigs. Um, yeah. Who we got here else? We got Sharon's here and just Kim and Rebecca. So that's good. I kind of
Lisa P said she was coming. I don't know. Where's she?
well, Lisa, you can't trust her farther than you can throw her. We all know that. No, we were just out plein air painting this week with Lisa, and oh my God, it was still 100 degrees here, and we went in the morning, and it was still by the time you got out, it was just like baking. It's hard to concentrate when it's that hot.
Yep.
Really is. So I'm going to stay away from that for a while, I think. Oh, sorry. And we're just going to be doing some painting, regular paintings. Uh, I'm going to start up probably a summer class here for August. You guys can come if you want, type thing. I haven't given you guys my new award price anymore. I mean, it's not added on. That'll probably come this fall. You'll see a huge jump in the costs, but that's to be expected. Anyway, sorry, my jokes aren't even funny to me today. Um,
I think it's your sexy voice. The joke just isn't coming off with that sexy growl.
that must be it. Thank you. Um, well, yeah, we just got back from Toulouse or France last week. I was there for uh basically 3 weeks. 1 week in Toulouse and 2 weeks at our vacation home there in France. The holiday place. Jill and Terry do such a great job, and you know, for being on a few of these things, they really go above and beyond what they need to do, and we do appreciate it, especially when they put in a new studio for us that's air conditioned. The only problem is it's the only air conditioned room in the house, and well, there's a few others, but that's the one that can hold air, cool air. So we all were working pretty hard to stay in there. That was fun. Anyway, let's see.
Did you
Today
have fun the second week? Was it a good group?
they were a good group. In fact, they were all English, and they were all excited about their soccer team. At that point,
Yeah, which flailed out.
yeah, they came
Well, so did
back.
the French.
Yeah. Oh, that's the good thing. But Spain's still in there. Yeah. Yeah. They were very excited when they came back and won that one game. So let's see. Anything else? Okay, nothing too much else. I got a few people who are gonna be in my Vermont workshop for the Goldens. and stuff. I don't know if she's here. No, she's not here. But that's a go. So we're going to be I'll be flying into Burlington, Vermont, and going to be running with the dogs, basically with these folk and putting through their paces and show them kind of like how I do this stuff from start to finish, and then have a little gallery show at the end, and maybe they can sell something and pay for their trip. That's the thing. Who knows? Who knows? Anything else? Workshops. Oh, I'm going to be doing another lunch talk for the OPA. They called me up and wanted me to do it. I don't know why, but
When's that?
oh, I said September 11th, and then they came back, and then at the last part of the conversation, Kurt said October 11th. So it's whatever, which one falls on a Friday. And I got to come up with a topic to talk about. What would I talk about? I don't know. It's gonna be fun. I just thought how to handle students, maybe. Man, that'd be good. That'd be good. You guys get a little crazy here and there, So maybe that's it. But in the meantime, 1 second, I got to scrape my palette over here. I want to show you guys that. This is probably one of the best things that can happen. See my palette. That's what I'm painting. I was finishing up from a workshop, but I have these big old, razors, basically for wallpaper, and I get them at Home Depot for a couple bucks, and they fit everything off them. This is a panel is a Lucite, or not Lucite, Lexscan refrigerator glass. So it's on a shelf and stuff. So I didn't do enough painting this week at all. Feel kind of bad. So I couldn't cancel this one. I'm going for it. I'm going to do it. Becky's doing her class. I got to do mine. She's sick too. She's the one who got me sick. I know it. All right. Colors. Let me get colors out. How do we do this thing again? I kind of forget. What do you guys think about having the palette up on one side and maybe coming in closer to the painting on the other? Man, I can only come in so close.
Yeah, it doesn't get very close.
Okay.
It doesn't get close enough. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Just checking with you guys. Okay. Let's get rid of that. All right. Well, that's okay. What we are going to paint today, like I said, is some koi that I photographed about 4 weeks ago today in Toulouse at a garden of one of these pretty much fancy gardens. A Japanese garden. Sorry, Japanese garden would be really nice, and they had a lot of koi there. So, and I like painting koi, but so I went in that the evening, the day before, and photographed a ton. And then the next day, the Saturday, I went in the morning because I wanted to change the light. I don't want it all coming from one direction. I get it from the other direction. I have some things to play with, and I can have, multiple paintings out of this. I can do a little simple series, which could be fun. One of the things that I've come out of all my workshops is that people like squares. For some reason, people want to paint squares. Squares are one of the hardest things to design to, because you just get something off the center, and the thing just kind of can can go wonky on you really quick. But this one worked out pretty well. So I got a piece of tape up here on a 20 by 16. So this will be a 16 by 16 I'll be painting on. And I'll just be using this stuff probably just to clean brushes and stuff.
What are you going to do? Cut it off at the end?
Yeah, I'll just cut it with
Oh.
a razor blade. They cut really easy. They're just cardboard. One of the cool things about the second workshop I did in France, one of the girls brought some paper that Toulouse-Lautrec painted on. Remember that stuff, that brown paper?
Yeah.
Cardboard. She was able to find it, and she brought it. And I have a piece of it, but I haven't painted on it. So that'll be interesting. But then Becky started checking into Toulouse's process. And because we were looking at it going, man, this looks like pastel. This looks like pastel. This doesn't look like oils, but it says oils. What he does is he puts his paint out on an absorbent material, probably cardboard or something, soaks the oil right out of it. And then he comes back and he paints with the hard stuff of the oils with just a little bit of medium, and it works. That's what he was doing. God damn it, he was. There's still oils. All right, we're gonna have to. Maybe we'll try that. Who knows? Weird things you learn. But we got to keep learning. So let's see what we can learn today on some koi, Toulouse koi. They are they are no different than any other koi. There is my black. No, I'm just going to go with this. Because I've wasted enough of your time. I could tell you about the black and white. Okay. If you take and make this black and white, well, I should have. I did, but I didn't transfer it over in here. You're gonna find most of these colors, these greens, these dark greens, are really close to sevens and sevens. Let me a second. Come on. Sevens up here, eights and nines down in here, and kind of mixed up in between. There are some lighter colors, but it does not, for the water, fours are pretty much your highlight. You can see in here, except for the bright star highlights. But four values really work well. Let's see. The design. This is one of the things, being a square, it's really kind of tough to do. But this guy coming in from this angle, and then this guy swooping in, and this guy swooping in, and this guy swooping in, really kind of make a nice little design. And that's one of the things I always look for is, water patterns to make a great design and, be the whole painting. Or, you got to look at this kind of stuff is where, the object is in the right positions. I'm not saying these are perfect. I was thinking about turning this guy a little bit more because I think he's going just a little too straight. So in between here and there, probably you'll turn it. And then the rest of them are fine. They're not standing out that much. So that's about it. I mean, I tell you, we're going to be using limited colors. Cad red, cad orange, phthalo green, transparent oxide, and blue, and white, of course. Maybe yellow. I might have to get yellow because I'm not sure if I can get this with a wipeout, but we will see. So pretty limited, Okay, we'll throw in a few. Sorry. My jokes are just terrible today. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go with that. Maybe alizarin, just because this orange could be nicer with the alizarin, and I might be able to use it in them with the greens down in here. So really just looking at this these guys and breaking down the colors, what's warm, what's cool, and then looking at strokes. What are my main, what things do I see here? You know, brush strokes. That could be kind of fun if I can put them in simply and cleanly and just a little more, unique than what they are. Could be fun.
What do you think down on that bottom left one in terms of
This
one
guy?
stroke? Well, just to get that Ripley effect. I don't know what else to call it. Down by the eyes and the fin, because you can really see the water coming across.
Oh, down here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like it's a one stroke
Okay.
smear almost. I don't know.
You could almost do that. Yeah. With it. Yeah. It's either done. You have to do it with a small brush, side of usually I do with a small flat,
Right.
just drag it out and then just leave a little, I'll put a dot of color there and they'll just drag it out
Drag it out. Yeah. Okay.
into the colors. And then,
Yeah.
that's all I do. But the thing is, these guys all line up. So that's a simple thing. They're all lining up. That's the thing. So I'll just look for that in between spacing and things, and then come back and darken in a few parts of those lines. That's all I do. Keep it simple too. This is a kind of a place that doesn't warrant a lot of
Attention.
yeah.
Love.
Besides that, I would say I think that's gonna be it.
Okay.
But I mean, there is some cool stuff on him in his back. But this is the exact same thing over here. You got the same lines. And when you paint water, you see this all the time. And just one of the things you want to do is not go too far with a long line. I mean, or at least not have two long lines together. You could have one long line like this one, but the other ones have to be broken up. See how they are. They can't be the same. Or you get nothing but a road map like this, and it's a highway, and it's just not a good. So stay away from those. One of the tricky little areas, I would say, is these darks here coming in. What I'm going to try and do. Sorry, my voice is still good. I'm going to try and get those guys in early. I mean, the dark as a patch, as a not paint every single one of these guys in this area. I'd like to put them in as a shape, and then come back in with the other colors and define that shape from the sides. And these colors are so similar, so it goes really quite quick. And see how close I can come to my strokes to leave some of these darker spots here to show up. See if I can paint that in between here instead of paint find other options. Yeah, okay, you got to go back. I spent all day on that. That might not be too much fun. All right. Let's see. Oranges, highlights. I'm going to be pulling the highlights out with my handy dandy paint eraser. The reason I want to do that, at least for the beginning, without paint, is to get a variety of sizes and strokes and things. So I'm not painting every dot. I will paint a lot of dots, but I don't want to paint every dot. So, and then I'll come back in with maybe real paint and color. Look at the colors, because I mean, yeah, all these highlights look like white, but they aren't. That's why when you erase them out, they kind of look right because they have the watercolor and the white of the canvas underneath. But then there are some brighter ones over here. These are kind of pink, have a lot of pink in them, and just so look really hard at these things. You're gonna find blue ones, you're gonna find yellow ones. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Gonna try it. I'm gonna try to do it kind of crazy. I want some fun brush strokes at the beginning, and then see what see how it takes me. Any questions? Better not be. Look at him. Listen to my voice. Listen to this voice. Whew. Let's get him out of here. Okay. Let me, I can't even remember. Hey, get out of here. Okay. So let's go over, mix up some colors. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I did not really do too much. But I need to put out some white and some blues. Some greens. I got enough blue, I think. Put some more. Phthalo green, of course. Definitely want to touch phthalo green as possible. Uh, this is pre-tested phthalo. I was running low on phthalo green when I came back, so I just grabbed some of my leftovers. Don't tell Rembrandt about it. It's oil there. White. See, my white's totally gone. Titanium white, cad yellow, cad red light, cad orange. I'm going to go with just a alizarin. Alizarin blue and green. Caps don't want to stay. Can't. Sorry. Um, orange. Cadmium orange, definitely. I put out a lot because it's gonna be a big call. So with that cad red light. Then all I need is transparent oxide. And let's mix some colors. Um, Now you see why you usually do this ahead of time. So, we got a lot of brushes here. Probably won't be using too many. I do have a couple interesting ones. Got some blodgers, some new brushes, brown blodgers, which are kind of, you make them yourself, kind of cut them up and make them yourself out of old brushes. They give you a unique stroke, and each one you do gives you a different unique kind of stroke. And if you remember them, hey, you get lucky. All right, clean this up. Colors, a lot of greens, a lot of brown. Warms, if I have warms, I still need cools. That's the whole thing. Gotta have both. You can't just have. Here. Can have one. So I'm gonna start off with one I'm just gonna put it in there and see where it goes. Phthalo green and alizarin. The one I said I'm not gonna use much. One on the alizarin side. One on the green side. Those are my first two. Now I'll do the warm version of those darks, which will be transparent oxide and green. Which again, transparent oxide is not very strong. So this would be my green one. And then whatever I have on my knife, I'll throw it over here and go in there. It's just a little strong. Very dark. All right. Now should be the structure of the painting. That should hold the bottom part of the painting together and start to bring you up to the top. Greens. A lot of greens. Sorry. Gonna go with green, orange, and green and red. Of course, the same thing. Over half of orange into the green. And that didn't do it. Doggone thing. Oh man. Okay. Gonna take another half. So over double the amount of orange compared to green. And yeah, did not move it. So that's my dark. I'm gonna put just a little bit more into that. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is move this other green down here. I don't need it. I'll just take a piece of this and hit it with orange until it equal parts. There we go.
Jim, I'm sorry, what was the basis of that mixture?
Phthalo green and orange,
Pale and green, orange, okay.
or whatever you have, but Viridian and orange.
Yeah.
This one, I'm gonna take a piece of this because this definitely don't need it that much. Just give me one more. That's a lot of water. Take this as a, well, didn't change it. This is what they gave me was permanent orange this time. And just has no power, tinting power at all. Anyway. Then the couple of the greens I'm gonna do. Cad red and phthalo green. And if you have a cad red light that's not real strong, yeah, don't use too much phthalo. Like right here, you can start to see it. That's really dark. That can be definitely start to get into the fish here. You know, these areas and some other spots. And I'm going to do sort of what I did up there, but probably make 3 versions of my cad. A little more red green. One really red. Okay. Well, that's going to take me to pretty much a few things here. I might want one more color. And that would be blue and transparent oxide. Some of these, oops, we're a lot of green up here. And then I'm going to do some oranges. I'm looking for some grays. So just warm grays for these fish underneath the one guy. And I kind of feel they have a grayness to them. And I like to have a couple versions of grays. I got some cool ones up here that work. Or warm ones up there will work. These are going to be cooler. Okay. Let's go. All right. Oranges. Just a couple of oranges. Well, we can mix these guys down to about a 7. And I might even go with yellow too in some of these guys. Let's see what happens. I might see what colors pop out of here. Might add yellow to lighten it instead of white. I'm going to start off with white first. Take them to about a 7. So 7 is almost equal parts white and dark. Well, that's a definitely 8. So just a little bit over half. Just a touch more white. Oh, not much purple there. There we go. Definitely, you can see that goes nowhere yet, but it will pop out at the end. It's definitely going to be in some highlights in the water. These colors right here, they're really going to make it. Now my greens, this is what I was thinking. It could just a little light. And this is where, yeah, definitely probably could go with the yellow. instead of white too. Well, let's just get these together first. And then we'll take one more shot out of yellow, and then we'll make the oranges. Ah, see? You can't see it in the photo, but this is these fish right in here. You know, it could probably, this one might be the best one because it's an offshoot. Oh, wait, this is phthalo. This is orange. Yeah, not much there. Might come into some highlights. Oh, way too much white. What the heck was I thinking? Okay. Well, this could get into, I put a little bit more orange into it. Into some of the spots on here. These the fish. That color. I'm going to go yellow before I go very far. I'm going to half and half in yellow. This might be the main color. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit more than half and half, maybe 2 times as much yellow. Again, my cad yellow light is really cad yellow permanent yellow. That's perfect. That kills it. That kills it. That's really, really good. That's really good then. I'm going to take this up here, not use white, but just use yellow. Because this one I had, no wait, I did use yellow on that one. Just yellow. Okay, never mind. I just want to do one more light one, yeah. Maybe just a touch of orange into that. Save some of it, maybe just take a piece of it, just give it just a different tone than that. There we go. Oh yeah, that works. Enough for 2 big brush strokes. That's about it. Now, these ones should be interesting. I'm gonna, like I said, just keep going with yellow. Yep, you get that. Green, I'm not really too crazy about. Go red and well, red and yellow is basically orange. So this is, I think I'm just gonna hit this one with let's hit some more yellow. Let's see what it does with the brown. See, interesting color. That's really close to what I need for right in there, the lower part of this waves and stuff. This kind of color. Cheat it a little bit more. I don't think this one's going to go anywhere. There's more orange in it. I don't have. I think we're yellow, so let's go orange. There we go. So we got 3 there that look really different. And I just want to add white to these last transparent oxides. And blue. Blue in that last one. That's kind of an interesting blue. This one I was really, wow. Let me clean my knife. I need more warmth in this. I expected this to go a few other places. No. More transparent oxide. These weak colors. There we go. Kind of a cool color. Definitely lower areas. Okay, let's leave that. Couple oranges and we're out of here. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to start with alizarin. Oh, yeah. Alizarin in yellow, which, yeah, he has no yellow out. Now, this is cadmium yellow, real cadmium yellow light. Yeah, I want one on the red, definitely red side, but not quite there. Just a little bit more. There we go. Then this one, definitely yellow side. That's really good. I'm going to take this over here and just add another amount of yellow to it for the highlights to get into here. That color's in there. Maybe gotta go a little bit more yellow. I'm going to use what's on my knife and get a yellow, just intense yellow. That one could be there. Probably just a hair of white in all these guys. Let's touch of white. Definitely not there. See what this one does. Not as far as I want it to go. Yeah, this is really close. Well, was. Or yellow. Okay. I'm just gonna go with those guys today. All right. You guys all here? You guys want me to tell you the colors again? I will. I'll tell you anyway. Phthalo green and alizarin top, bringing it down to a 7 with white. This is phthalo green and transparent oxide, red with white down here, again to 7. This is phthalo green and cad orange, all 3 of these. Green was so strong, it just kind of overpowered the orange, so I had to play with it a little bit. These colors will be in there. These colors will be in there. This is the color. These colors right there, pretty much it. This color down here is going to play a good, nice, cool area down probably at the bottom of the painting down in here. This would be a nice blender. This is transparent. This is cad red, phthalo greens, and this is the red side. That's the green side. This has a little yellow in it. In here, I was just looking at trying to see about getting a few other colors here for some of these highlights and stuff too. You can find them right here just by adding white, just a little red warmth or green with a cast of green to it. Well, should work really well with the water on top, putting the stuff over the top. Here we have blue and transparent oxide. Not a whole lot here, but I was trying to get again some options, color options for in here, so I'm not painting everything with one color. Even though that could be fine, I try not to. And then we got alizarin and orange, yellow. I mean, picking orange. Got the red side, an orange, and a yellow orange. Come down with white. Then we went over here and went really yellow, or yellow and white. And then over here, we just brought that one down, and these guys here. That'll be enough to get us blocked in and ready to go. Let me get this set up. Any questions? All right, too late. Questions have to be in. That was it. Just need my big brush. Came back, went all the way to Europe, and came back. It's still working fine. Just, just love this brush. All right. I'm going to tone this canvas with the transparent oxide or burnt sienna. This could be burnt sienna 42. And just a little bit of oil, safflower oil, if you have it. Let me bring this back. Wow, we lost everyone. There's only 2 of you guys here.
Get out. Really?
Yeah, these people, what the hell? All right, I'm not giving this out to anybody but you guys. Just you guys. You guys are my special students. The rest of these guys.
Wow.
Can you believe? I can't believe them.
I can't believe, what else does anybody have better to do today?
Yeah, it's 100 degrees outside. I get this a little closer.
Well, I have to apologize because I'm going to have to leave in about 20 minutes because I have grandkids coming over.
That doesn't do me any good.
Well, I don't think they're going to sit still here and watch this while I watch it.
No worries, no worries. I'm
I
gonna go.
wish they would, though. I was so sad. I'm like, no, I have to watch this.
Yeah, you'll get a taping of it. All right.
Get a private painting lesson then. I don't know.
There you go. You don't want to do that.
No.
We will just finish this off. Maybe I'll do it on a Monday. Go back on a Monday.
No, can't join them.
Teach those. Okay, you should be done anyway, right, Kim?
Well, I'll tell
Yeah.
you this. I painted over another painting
Good.
because I had a nice square board. And it's got a lot of, the picture that I had done has a lot of burnt sienna in it. So I'm just gonna,
There you go. That'll work. They'll love that downstairs.
yep, you got it.
I can't believe Marcia sold her painting on me.
I
She
thought
said
you'd love,
she did contact Jill.
I love it.
We will see, right?
She did, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
There's
Hey.
a couple girls from
From that Massachusetts one.
yeah, who might show up. I didn't offend them enough. Just a quick. Just get the paint set. What we're doing. We can go as long as we want. We'll go to a finish. What do you think? Now your husband's gonna go, I'm hungry.
Too bad.
He must have been really happy to see you when you got back, though. Oh, come on.
I'm not sure about that.
All you did is talk about what a great time you had, right?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna draw it in. Keep it simple, big shapes, just, I have this guy coming in and getting about where he was. I did spend some time, you know, you know, designing this out for the square, so this should be okay. Just
I'm
trying
in
to
trouble here because I have to paint this. I think I'm gonna have to start this guy in orange color. Yes.
since I'm using this, I'm gonna just tone the sides of this guy too a little bit. Okay. I'm just gonna hit the few of these shadows in their faces here with this transparent oxide that I'm toning it with. Just because my brush is basically brown, red brown. A lot of red brown in this, might as well just keep it going, right? Arcs, arcs, arcs. So just transparent oxide with oil. That's about it. Just gonna run out my brush. All right. All right. That's the easy stuff. This guy might be a little bit too big here, but it's all right. So phthalo green and alizarin first. I kind of see it. I kind of hear. Now that my brush is kind of picked up a lot of this warmth already in here. I'm gonna try and use that. Yeah, and this is just phthalo green and alizarin. All right, right here too. Use it there. Not very dark, but we'll get across. Mix with the next colors. Um, yeah, alizarin. A lot of these colors are not going to be major colors. And this is how I do the stripes, going just one at a time. The edge of my brush.
So Jim, where you're putting, there's like a, I don't know, a white bit of fish underneath the orange nose.
Yeah, right in here.
Yeah, when's the white going in? At the end?
Yeah, I'll
Or-
try to keep it as light as possible, like
Okay.
it is.
So in
And
other words, you put the white in later, not the white first, and then that dark stripy thing over it.
yeah, yeah, I think that's where it's going to end up being. Yeah,
Okay.
will work. Purple is about done. Not a whole lot up here. I think I'm just going to stop there with it. Now I'm going to go with the darker darks, warmer darks, transparent oxide and phthalo green. And pretty much go over everything I just did. Probably. Again, pure black, pure dark, no white. See, I got cools in here, and now I'm just trying to get some of these warms in this shadow area underneath this area right in here. I'm just dragging it out a little bit too. Just being able to see the ripples, seeing those underneath parts. Even though like I was talking about in the beginning, about putting these guys in early and then painting over them. We'll see. You can barely see any changes in color right now. That's okay. We're going to get a lot of. And it's just a gentle touch usually at the beginning, even on this stuff, because I do want as much kind of transparency as possible. I'm going to go through a little more red in this.
Thanks, Jim. I'm sorry I'm gonna have to run, but I look forward to trying to catch up with this later.
Okay.
And I
Well,
hope you
thanks.
feel better.
Thanks. Have a good time. Okay, Kim. Now we can go and talk about all the real hush hush stuff I never give out. You know. Okay. Well, that was it. That was all the hush hush stuff. I'm just darkening in these areas down here just to make sure. I have a warm side over here. And this will be a little cooler over here. Okay. So this is just phthalo green and transparent oxide going together right now. And even if, this isn't exactly where it goes, uh, you gotta get the dark in there just to where you can see color. So, put it up here, get it off there so you can see what it really is. There we go. This is on the transparent side, the green. That just has a little bit of green in it, of course. So what happened to it when we mixed? One of the things you're going to want to do when you get farther into this painting is find red in the water. You're going to want in here in this arc right above the one fish here. When it goes into the dark part of that fish, it goes warm. It goes to a red-ish. You can see the red side of it come up on the wrinkle in the water. So really push that, push it on the fish here too. And then just keep going. I mean, we're gonna see where else this color comes. It really starts to. Now I'm using almost pure transparent oxide into my brush, because there's greens so heavily in here.
Yeah, that's what I thought was the best way to put it back in.
Yeah. So to get
Basically, in my case, burnt sienna, but yeah.
yeah, and that's the way to go.
That works
Yeah,
better.
and that will work. But we will look for those dark worms right up against the fish, right? There we go. Look for it up here, just widening out thin to thick here. Easy stuff. Just twisting my brush. I had a hard time painting over there in France this time. I don't know why. Just so hot.
It was hot.
Okay.
It was hot. I didn't, people asked me, how was your painting? And I said, I had a good time, but
Yeah.
I felt like I was, mm, I don't know, under pressure to paint because we needed to be in there to be cool.
Yeah.
And it works better when you're kind of, I don't know, not under pressure to paint.
Right.
Plus it was a bit too much chatter going on a lot of the times.
Yeah, I know. I had to yell at him once.
And so, it
I felt
just,
bad after I said it. Said
I
it.
know, I
Like,
know. I
oops,
just
I
put
said that a little
that's why I
loud.
put my earphones on though, because I thought, well, all right, I don't have to say anything. I gotta just,
Yeah.
but because we all needed to be in there and everybody needed to do what they needed to do. So, but yes, I found it a little difficult this time, but I think it was the heat
Yeah.
more than anything else.
I see. You got to have an excuse, and it was the heat.
It was the
There you
heat.
go. And the heat was just
It
crazy.
really got to me.
Yeah, me too. Like, look at me. Jeez. It's just,
Yeah. And it's still the same, I mean, I came back here and I had a couple of days where it was more normal English temperatures, and I shot out a couple of things off photo references that we had, and I thought, oh, okay, I can still paint.
yeah, that's the thing. And yeah,
But, I thought, why couldn't I do this there? I don't
yeah,
know.
I couldn't concentrate. Uh, I don't even, I don't know why. It's just, I had a hard time concentrating. Could have been the noise, new people. Not exactly sure.
I don't know. But like I say, it was still a
Where
good
are you?
time. And funny enough, I had my invoice today for next year from Jill. So
We are sold out
yeah,
already.
see, so we're good. We're all pretty happy.
Yeah.
Just we were hot.
And that's why I'm kind of glad I'm at least trying September.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I have to believe it. It's gonna be. I mean, that's rare that it's that hot. I don't know. Let's pray that it's not like that
Yeah.
next year,
Let's
because
pray. Put our hands. Okay.
not exactly pray, but you know what I mean. Let's hope. How about that?
Good one. Good comeback.
No, we're not gonna be doing praying in that sort of way.
All right. It's starting to come. Ready.
Well, yeah. See, this is one of those situations where I would say, Jim, what should I do here now? Because
You want to show me? You got
well, I
time?
could show it to you because I'm so far like ahead in some ways.
Oh, are you good? I could steal everything you were doing.
Well, I'm ahead only because, like I said, I started with here, I'll put the thing on so you can see. I started with something
Sharon's
that
still
was,
here. Sharon's still watching.
oh, good. Okay, so
Okay.
we have to be careful what we say then.
Sharon's good. Oh, yeah.
So I'm trying to put these fish in
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're gonna probably have to go, into
over
them.
them again.
Yeah, you might. The green's good. The green colors looks good. That's great. Yeah, I you just got to start defining the fish. Work on the
Yeah,
fish. We'll make sure there are no hard edges.
right. Now,
Everything
after
that
I'm done with this, I'm gonna have to go over it with an ugly brush and smush it all around.
there you
Okay,
go. Your blouser.
something like that.
Okay. All right. Here we go back. Coming back.
Sorry, Sharon.
There we go. All right. So I got a lot of stuff up here, painting stuff. We are getting to those colors really quick. I just like to have everything that I know the colors this light green's gonna touch. I love to have it all kind of, in its place. So when I grab it, I can just make a smush with the brush, and I don't have to do too much work. Softening a few things. Like I said, arcs are the biggest thing. You want arcs. Everything's arced. Even everything has an arc in it, no matter how long it is and stuff like that. So, twisting your brush off at the end is always a good thing.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to go back here, put a little bit more purple right here in the corner. I just want this to keep the viewer inside here a little bit. There we go.
And I'm surprised you're not using a palette knife for this.
I will. I definitely will. It won't be done till I know I
Until the
use a
end.
palette knife. But right now, I tried to get everything drawing wise figured out with this guy before I, go into those little brushes, mid-sized brushes. If I can get everything done with this, I'm fine. Okay, green. I'm gonna go to my orange and green transparent or via phthalo. Let's see what it looks like over here. See, it's warmer now. That's good. It's almost perfect, but a little dark. But I can get it in there. See it just in these guys a little bit. Might be just a hair too green for that. Let me see over here. Just a little warm. Just a little warm on this side. So it's going to stay over there. This transparent. This is alizarin. Oh, it's not alizarin. It's fine. It's orange and phthalo green. And that was a lot of phthalo green I put in it. I'm going to start bringing this color, definitely start to take it over my fish. Just one simple stroke, just to get some water into my fish before we can put them underwater easy, right? Okay. I see it up here. Look at it. That's the kind of smear you want. That was a good smear. Okay. When you get strokes in there, you get everything you want in there. This is just my cool green. Almost cool green. It's really cool green compared to the orange. And this should start to see when this kind of stuff happens. That's beautiful stuff. That's the stuff you want to be able to leave. That's the transparency of the paint coming through instead of painting a transparency, letting the paint make the transparency for you. That's it. Using the paint's quality on its own. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the orange side of that green. I'm going to go in here. I kind of see it right in here. Pretty close. And if it's not right, it's really close. And a lot of times just being close is good enough. There's some good stuff in here. I'm gonna try and go. I'm jumping jumping up and down on this. And then go over to my green side of this, where it's green and orange without yellow. And what I want to do is just drag this brush in here and see what I can do with one stroke. Maybe two coming in, and then the arch of this guy over here. And look over here. Ah, boy, that's. Then when you add enough paint, you let the paint do the work. That's the great thing you want to do. Let the paint be paint. So did you get that, Kim? Let paint be paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
Yeah, I
sense.
took note of that. That's one of those.
Yeah, big one, big ideal ones, you know. Maybe
Yeah.
I can use that for my luncheon. What do you think?
Mm,
No? Okay. Well, you got to come up with something better.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like, what would I like to hear you talk about?
Now, think about it. You can help me out.
Yeah.
No worries. No pressure.
Mm-mm.
You got plenty of time. Now it's on you. Are you still working?
I'm working, yeah.
Yeah, still doing translations.
Yeah, except it's just not my busy season, so I'm not working that much right now, which is good.
Okay. I'm getting a lot farther with this color than I thought I would. But I do have so many mixes on the board. And when you come down here and just hold it, whoops, can't stop the brush. Can't stop the brush. That's the thing is when you're doing this stuff, you can't stop that brush in the middle of a stroke. You got to be aggressive and put it in. Even if you're wrong. There's only a couple big strokes in the whole paintings that really need that. That'll be fun. That's gonna be fun. A lot of crossover there. Coolness. Right value, just a little warm.
And I think what you ought to talk about, because people are going to want you to talk about the dogs, because that's what you are known for. But I would have thought you could talk about how you take that into
Paintings.
other animals.
Okay.
Yeah, and how everything, like with the anatomy of the dog, transfers into the anatomy of the sheep, or the anatomy of the cow, or the this or that or the other. And the same painting transparency principles apply. That would be
This
maybe
fish,
the
this
art.
fish would be almost great.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
That's what when you just said that this one color was taking you a long way, that's when it jumped out at me. I thought, that's the point. It's the colors and they apply to everything, don't they? Yeah.
yeah. Well, that is a good concept.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Think about it.
we got time.
You can road test that for a while.
Put it on the road and see how it goes. Yeah, we'll get Marcia to come. That'll be funny.
She would come. She can drive to Vermont.
She should. I should yell at her about that.
Yeah.
No, she wants to, we're talking about her coming to France.
Well, you'll be
Like
talking about that.
I know.
You'll be talking about that for a while.
I brought that up and she didn't say anything,
Yeah.
but she did say, are these guys going? So we'll see. All right. So it's starting to muck up here pretty good. I need to go to a cooler green before I go to my final, really knockout color green. So I'm gonna go down here to
Ugh.
what?
Oh, I just did something horrible. I'm gonna.
It's good. That would have been good. Too light. That's what this brush is great for. Is water. I mean, it's gives me that tiny edge and the big edge. That's lighter. This, yeah, yeah, that's fun. Okay, didn't think this would be it. Blue and what is this? Blue and oxide red, transparent oxide red here on the blue side with white. Yes, in this corner here. All right. I'm on to phthalo green and orange here. My color that I was kind of betting on was going to be do the great job on here is going to be right color for this.
Only you could pick up phthalo green and orange. Hi, James.
Oh, she's here. How you doing?
I forgot all about it.
No worries.
They're trying to save the butternut squash from drying out. Here I am.
Are you hot there?
Yeah, afraid so.
Yeah. I mean, I think in Canada, they're just getting
Oh,
deluged by water. It looks like Texas too. Kind of weird. Yeah, phthalo green here and yellow here going in. Know these colors, Chelly. You're gonna need them.
I was trying to got a cool picture of an eagle, claws out.
Uh-huh.
And I could see the colors in the background, and I was trying to kind of imagine, predict what you would use as a base, and I failed miserably.
Oh.
I don't know how he did that.
Give it time. You can there that's the thing. You can always save those things. You can save it. Sorry, got a little bit of a cold.
Oh, is that what that is? You okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it through this one.
Okay.
I'll make it. I'll make it. Now, I'm almost we're about halfway through right now.
Okay.
No one showed up, so we are just going on our own.
Well,
Till we
Kimberly's
finish.
here. Kimberly's here.
Yeah, I
Sharon.
know. Oh, Kim's here.
Yeah, there were about 5 or 6 in the beginning, so don't listen to him.
I know there should have. Yeah, I kind of screwed it up last week because I came back and I was feeling all great and everything. And the first thing, and so I said, okay, let's get a class going right away. Let's have some fun. And, but then all of a sudden, jet lag set in and I just felt like, oh, this ain't gonna work. So
I
let's
thought that
move
was
it.
funny when you said, I'm back. I feel like painting. I'm thinking,
Oh,
finally.
I jumped on the computer until I realized it was a week away.
No, I did at one time say that was Saturday, and then I had to come back and correct it after started feeling how tired I really was, and I going, who knows? Okay, so there you go. Let's put in the fish. Wait. 1 second. Let me go to my lightest. This has a little yellow in it. Phthalo green, orange, and just a little yellow. It's really kind of good for this underneath stuff. Like right here, the fins. I think we can kind of push them in there and get away with it. And then just soften the back edges and you'd be good. I think there's this thing up over here too. Another fish there. Okay. Work on that. This guy with that. His thing just makes such good lines for this water.
It's hard to tell on the monitor. Is that dark spot in the middle? Is that a purple?
It is a little bit of a purple.
Okay.
Yeah, I have not. I'm going to be touching it real soon, but it's going to be really gentle touches with greens. Here, I'll do it right now. In fact, I'm using the same greens. These are just variations of the phthalo green and orange. What I'll do is and stay dark, and then I can lighten it up a little bit later. It has this arc that almost goes right in this other koi right here. A little lighter than that, maybe. Yeah. Can't wait all day on the lights. Sooner or later, I got to put them in. I really tried to hold off, putting them in, but I'm going down to. I haven't even touched my sevens. This has all just been, you know, regular paint, no transparent paint. That's pretty good, but it could be greener. Mix both these guys together. A little greener. There we go. Just getting those twists up here, getting everything ready. This is starting to work, starting to get there. Let's put in some orange and see what we have. I'm going to keep going as far as I can with this big brush. I'm going to start off with a really dark, what is this? Is Oh, cad red and green. Cad red and green right in here. Gonna get the shadows in here. This might be kind of cool and hit it with a little blue into this too at some point. Oh, thick. Okay. Paying attention to what's on my brush. And get a few other. Is how everything just kind of just ends up going together. That's what I'm trying to with water. This is alizarin and cat orange. Working it on the sky a little bit. I'm gonna probably have to get a new brush here. This one got too much green in it. Not more alizarin now. Put in my brush here. Get in here around the eyes and mouth and add yellow and orange here. Gonna try and just do everything with like a simple stroke. This stuff should come up all the way around this side here. And then get into the water. When I do that, I'm just gonna take it right in there and just flick it at the end, let it blend at the very end. Needs to be a little orangier, but that's a good start. In this area here. Yeah, just got a little dirty paint up there. A little dirtier than it should have been. There we go. One thing that's working. Yeah, after every stroke now, I'm pretty much wiping my brush, grabbing oil. Oh, okay, I'm going to go for the big stuff now. Look at this face here down in here. Get that orange. I really have not used too many oranges. This is where I was talking Kim, trying to do a smear like this and then coming back in and just reinforcing it on the edge with a couple drop brush tips.
Okay.
just like that on top.
That's how you do it. Okay.
That's how he do it.
I was just there and I just did something and I'll redo it the way you've done it.
No, you did it right, probably. So
No, I didn't. I'm gonna leave it there.
don't worry about it. There's so many ways to do it, but that's put those things in and then just, yeah.
You still, no, you're not.
What's that?
With the big brush. I thought you weren't doing that with the
No,
big
I
brush.
had to
No
go.
way.
It was too dirty with green.
Yeah.
I had to move on. Okay. All right. So really, no, it's just defining some of these things. This guy here, I think he's just has a little more white in him, yellow and white-ish in between these two colors. I'm going to try and see if I can put a stroke in right here, started here, and just ended up right by his eye. I pretty much have it marked out here. I'm just going to just touch oil now. Touch oil, grab that paint again. I just touch this in the right spot. So I'm going to turn it to even up with this guy. Come around and do his eyeball.
Would it be too much to ask to move the camera a touch to the left so I can see the picture perfect. Don't go any further. Nope. Back to the right a little bit. Yep, you're good. There you go. Fine. Right there. Right there.
No worries.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
That family of oranges and yellows just works together beautifully. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, you don't even have to do too much. And now it's just a matter of just dabs and stuff here, pulling them together, cleaner paint now. Everything can be dirty down there, mixes with greens, but now that you start to get this line here, you got to keep it clean. But you can see when I painted, I left that spot there. Going, I know I got to keep it clean. I know that. I do know that. And the highlight, not quite that much. Stop right in here. And use your finger works to bend some of these overly straight lines here. Have all the colors. And that's the thing is, too, just got to be close. Now I'm just going to finish up this gray one in here a little bit. That's the thing about painting. If I was, since I have this cold and stuff, if I was just sitting there, I'd be just thinking about being cold, having the cold and everything. here I'm just trying to figure out colors. Kind of takes your mind,
Cracking
really takes your mind off things. All right. Now this is getting busy, right? You're way too busy. Way too busy. All right. What we need to do, because it's kind of muddy too. So let me put this guy in first. It's the cools. The cools in the water. You can see I left all these spots, kind of thinking where they're gonna go. And that's what I was thinking. But I got this yellow here. Usually I'm just looking for big strokes here. I'm not looking for uh, saw something I going, I gotta pay attention right here where this water goes across this top here. So I'm gonna want to take and twist the brush as I go and just end up with it downward a little bit. Sorry. Okay. I forgot what we were talking about. All right. Oh, yeah, about trying to put these things in big shapes and not getting carried away with, dots for your eyes too much. And you see just a little more warmth there as I'm going here. I'll finish this fish off a little more warmth in the middle. You got to get the red on the outside. That's another big thing is the cad red on the outsides of these guys. Yeah, that one's pretty good, except for it just doesn't. Red right here, that red orange just wasn't too strong. It was a little more transparent oxide. Okay. See, that would have been a great stroke. Oh, would have been a great stroke if it didn't mix. If I used oil when I grabbed the color, it would have went in perfect. It would have gave me some texture. Looking at that. So I'm gonna clean the brush. A little bit of oil. Try it again with the bristle. Oranges in, and we're good. All right. The last little thing I do, gonna come back in and put some cools in here because right now it's dirty. Feels dirty. It feels a little yeah, dirty. I need to put some cooler greens in here. Let me see if I can find the right one. This is not even that much cooler, but
Is the dirty sense of it from lots of warm greens?
yeah, lots of warm greens.
There's not balance?
Yeah, not balanced.
Okay.
Just feels a little dirty. So this color I'm using is basically phthalo green and cat orange, but it's really on the phthalo green side. And it's just going to go on the tips of some of these waves here. I'm just going to twist my brush into these things, trying to get rid of all my. Did not let's see uh, you know, get rid of all my whites too much. Well, usually I tone the canvas a little bit stronger. I didn't do that this time, and so I got a lot of white specks showing through. That's being rust, probably. But now I'm starting to bring these cool colors in, cooler greens. It might not even be that many. I mean, it's really right there right now. Okay. There's a few up here. It takes the dirtiness out of it really quickly. I mean, then really it's just last little, get a few things that go across these guys, right? Pull them through. Yeah. Now I'm just looking for a few darker orange in the creases. Probably going to end up working on this guy in the middle here a little bit more too later. So there we go. Just cleaning up, cleaning up. Ah, softening edges at the end too will help bring a lot of life to this guy. Okay. Now, magic. Let's see if this works. I'm just going to pull off some paint. Just touch it. Try not to move it too much. Maybe just too big as that side, just too big. I'm only gonna put in a few here for you. Usually they're gonna be right on the crest of the high of the water. But then sometimes they're just any place, you know. You don't expect them, you know. So this one's not taking off the paper. See, this thing is just not, it doesn't come off exactly the same all the time. So it's really kind of neat. And if you make a mistake, you can use your finger and fix it. Without much trouble. This one's just a little goofy because of so much going on here.
I've got to shut the water off. Don't do anything exciting until I come back.
We're done. Okay. Nothing exciting going on here. We're just watching paint dry. All right.
Okay, Jim, why did you put what looks like blue, palish blue, on top of the fin, on top of the fin of the big fish?
Here.
Right there. Oh, nope, other side.
I
Like
see.
in the crease, like in his armpit, it looks like.
It's just a little phthalo green mixed in with
No, above that where you just pointed.
right here.
Right there. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's nothing. That's where the paint creeped.
Oh,
That's I didn't mean.
oh, I see. You want that to be dark. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the paint had too much oil in it, and
Okay, okay, okay.
it creeped at that point.
Okay.
But good good catch, good ask.
I'm thinking,
Fine,
why
I'm
did you
back.
want
Let the
that?
excitement begin.
All right, last few strokes for now. Just gonna finish this guy off a little bit better, and see what you guys have who painted and did stuff. Oh, I didn't do this up here yet. We got so much time. So it's not a big deal. And I can live with these highlights for a while, and then see what I think. Before they dry, I can always touch them in, get rid of a few, or make things bigger, and then, have the option to put them in with paint, pieces of them in paint. I don't have to. All right, and then just let's move the paint around. Got kind of boring areas, so you put a dot in there. All right. Sign it. Done.
And will that go up to a gallery?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe. I have to take another. I'm going to take do some thick finish marks, and let's take another look at it. There's some darks, maybe. A lot of times, if I was 1 second, I'm sorry about bore you, but a lot of times, just putting those guys in with a knife to create some freshness.
Right.
Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. And then I got to go through over here and just decide on what's dark. Really didn't get a chance to make this fish work, which is pretty simple. But here it is.
That's lovely.
Really didn't want to have too many fish in this, but here we go. So Kim, I know Kim painted, and Shelley, did you watch?
If I miss the first 5 minutes, I'm toast. You mixing the paint, I'm host. So
that's what I figured. So I'm
glad that I caught up with this.
All right. Well, let's just see. Kim, let's see.
All right. Let's see what I've got done here in my fish.
Ooh, I already like the marks.
Oh yeah.
I like your highlights marks in that water. Just as you turned it, they look like they were put in right.
Yeah, it looks strange on this video. It looks too green. It's actually much orangier.
Okay, good.
In places.
Yeah, that's a really nice fish. Those are really the big ones.
The deeper one down. That's really neat.
Yeah, you got it. You did a nice job on him. Yeah, I don't. Always soften edges. This is one of those ones, and look for a little bit more swirl in the water. But those are all like finger movements anyway at this point. And you got
see, like the
everything.
fin on the bottom fish is a blue white, but you can't tell that in this video. It doesn't.
Oh, okay, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing is when you got oranges, look for blues and blue greens, and when you can.
Yeah, all of my white dots are blue white dots.
Oh, well, that's nice. Good idea.
I thought, yeah.
And you gotta sign it down in the corner. That'll be great. Come on, Kim. That's a big one. What size is that?
What size is this? This
12 by 12 or
30, I would say, 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters. So yeah, about 15 by 15. That's
nice size. Good job.
Something like that.
I like it. I do like it.
Good.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for joining, guys. I'm going to go back and be sick now.
Oh,
You're allowed.
are you,
Yeah.
you still doing you still have the golden retriever coming up in August?
I do. You signed up, girl.
I did.
You better show
It's
up.
oh, it's going to be a pain like you cannot believe to get there. But I
You
got
couldn't-
it
you
worked
couldn't-
out. I'm signed up.
You couldn't fly to what is it? Burlington?
No, the timing is off.
Uh,
I wanted to go to Montreal and
ooh.
drive down 2 hours, but Stuart didn't want to. So we're flying into
Oh.
Boston, stay overnight, drive 3 hours, and do the same thing coming back.
All right. Well, it's a vacation, right?
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, we're gonna have fun. These dogs, and you know, I don't know if you have a good camera, but you know, I'm taking a good camera. I'm also taking my regular, iPhone and stuff. But it's a lot of times if I can get in the water with these guys, that's where you get.
You're
some
going to
great,
pose
great
these
shots.
dogs every day. Is that it? Or they're going to at least run them for you or do something?
Yeah, they're gonna run them for us, and
Yeah.
just photograph the hell out of it. And it's a lot of just getting reference to, and not for just this one, but we're gonna pick out gonna pick out some good shots we took and see if we can take them and make paintings out of them.
Jim, the thing about getting there is carrying all that stuff. Are we doing plein air? Or are we doing mostly the photography and reference, which is what I'm hoping for.
A little plein air. I'll, I'm traveling with a very, very light easel. Leach, and it worked. We had one in France, and it worked really well for either tabletop or for standing. I'll send you a link to it. It's like $30, and it's small enough to fit. It's small enough to fit in your suitcase and won't weigh it down. Unless you're taking just one, you're just doing it one carry-on and trying to get by.
I don't think I can do that, but we'll see. Send me whatever you got, and we'll talk more later. You need to go rest.
All right, thanks.
Oh, sweet.
All right, folks.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Jim, for this.
We will see you later.
Always good.
Thanks.
Bye now.
Bye.